Okay, so we've just got our little space here, and we're gonna start just getting loosened up. So let's pull our shoulders back, bring the hands down by the side. We're just anchoring down into the floor. Think about the feet touching all the parts of the floor, all the parts of your feet touching the floor. Good. Let's go ahead and just get our head moving. So let's start with a little up and down, look up at the ceiling, and tuck the chin. Back up at the ceiling, and tuck the chin. Good. Keep it going as somebody else is popping in here. All right, so shoulders back and down. We're looking up, tucking the chin. Good, bring it back to center. Let's look to the side now. Still keeping those shoulders back and down. One side and the other. One side and the other. And remember, with anything we do, with any stretches, we're trying to go to a point where we do feel something, but we don't want to feel actual pain. But as you keep moving, you might be able to get a little further. Good. Now let's just let the head lean towards one shoulder, keeping the shoulders down. Don't bring them up to meet the head. Good. I got all kinds of creakies going. Good. All right, let's do a little push. Push with the arms, push out front, and then pull it back in. I'll go sideways here. Push it out, pull it back in. We're just getting everything warmed up. Good, push it out and pull. Push it out. Good. One more. Good. All right, we're just standing here, loosey-goosey arms, and we're gonna just twist a little. Let the arms flop. Don't worry about how far you turn here. We're just, again, loosening up. You can channel your inner noodle. Okay. All right, now let's push it across. So we're gonna push across and the other way. Good, one more. All right, and then our little open book. So I'm turning to the side so you can see what I'm doing. We're bringing palms together, straight out in front of us. Now we're gonna bring one hand around and follow it with our eyes the whole way, reach it behind us. The rest of us is staying where we were. Bring that hand back to the front and then go with the other side. So follow your hand around with your eyes and then bring it back to center. So the arms and the head are the only thing moving here. Good, back to center. Good. And we're going to do one more on each arm. Follow with your eyes. Good. All righty. So again, just make sure that you've got a safe space where you're not going to step on a dog or trip over a rug or anything like that. All right. So we will start with a little raise to the side. So we're balancing on one leg, raising the other one to the side. Good. And then on this next one, we're gonna hold it. Hold, good, bring it down. Do it again, so we'll raise, raise, and then we're gonna hold it. Good, you can put arms out to the side if that helps you. And of course, you can always have a raise, go again. You can always have a counter, a table, chair, something next to you to help with your balance if you need. Let's hold, good. All right, switching over to the other side. So we're planting this leg now, and we're gonna raise, raise, and let's hold this one. Good, again, raise, and hold it. Good, one more time. So we'll raise, raise, and then we'll hold. Good. All right, so we'll tightrope walk. So we're gonna start with the arms out to our side. I'm gonna turn over this way so I got a little room to actually move. And we're gonna tightrope, just one foot in front of the other. Don't look down at your feet. They're at the bottom of your legs. I promise. Whenever you run out of space, take it backwards. So same thing. Lining up the feet. One goes right in front or behind the other. Good. When you run out of space, take it forward again. Good. Keep it going, whichever direction you are right now. Good. We're gonna do just a few more steps. One foot right in front of the other. Good, and then walk it back to your starting spot. Awesome. All right, little calf raises. We're gonna get our little arms moving here too. So we're gonna come up on our toes and just curl the arms. You can give yourself a little resistance here. Pretend you're holding weights and your hands weigh a ton. Good. Good job, keep it going. Good, two more. All right, let's come into a wide stance, a wide sumo here. So we're getting ourselves down low, and we're gonna try and keep the torso mostly upright here to find your little somewhat comfortable spot. And then bring your arms up into a little cactus. Good. So we're holding this for just a moment. And now we're gonna have a little motion. So we're gonna straighten the legs, bring the arms up, make a little star. And then we're gonna come back to our starting place. Good, come up in a little star, back to your starting place. Good. Now if you wanna add a little extra something, you can come up on toes. That's optional. Good. And let's do two more because I've lost count. Good. All right, walk it in. All right, we're just gonna do a little grapevine. You're gonna have music in your head. But what we're gonna do at the end is a little knee up. So we'll do a grapevine. So step behind, step, knee, step behind, step, knee. This is a good one for our balance too, and of course, coordination. If I don't have music to do this with, that old commercial with the raisins always comes in my head. Good, step behind, step, knee. And of course you can also Omit the behind part if you want, so it can be step together, step, knee, step together, step, knee, your choice. When we're done, you're gonna have to tell me what song was in your head when we did this. Good, we're doing 2 more. Good. We're gonna come back and cycle through those same little exercises again. So we're gonna come to that little leg lift. We're gonna raise it to the side. Good, and then on 5, we're gonna hold. Good. If you just want a challenge, throw an arm out there. Good, and let's do it again. So we'll raise, raise. And then on this one, let's hold. Good, bring it down, let's go again. And hold. Good, switch it over to the other leg. Here we go. Raise it to the side, with or without the arm. And hold. Good, let's do it again, with or without the arm. And we're gonna hold. Good, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold. Good. Always wiggle out the legs anytime you need to. Tightrope walking again. So bring the arms out to the side. Let's try this time coming up on our toes to do it. That's an option. So still 1 foot right in front of the other. But if you want to try it on your toes, try that. And again, same thing, when you run out of space, take it backwards. And then forward. Keep it going. Good. Let's do a few more steps. Good. And bring it back to wherever you started. Good. All right. Little calf raises, getting those arms moving. Calves. Coming up on the toes. Pretending we have heavy hands. Good, 2 more. And let's bring it back to our sumo. Big wide sumo. Get your little legs settled, torso upright, get those little cactus arms. All right, we're gonna make our little star up high. Come back to our cactus. You don't have to go up on the toes, that's just if you want a little extra something. Good. Doing great. We're gonna do 3 more. And 2 more. And 1 more. Good. All right, walk those feet in. And our little grapevines again with that knee. So here we go. We're gonna step behind, step, knee, step behind, step, knee. Doing great. Let's do 2 more. And 1 more. Good. All right, we're gonna go through those one more round. Let's start with the little raise to the side. So we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, then hold it on 5. Good, and again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold it on 5. Good, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold it here on 5. Good, switch sides, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, hold it on 5. Good, go again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold it. Good, again. And hold it. Awesome, little tightrope. Okay, arms out to the side. Actually, if you want to advance it a little, you can try not arms out to the side. Just put them on your hips. Whatever variation of that you want to choose. And then one foot in front of the other, on the toes or not. When you run out of room, take it backwards. You can also experiment with a little high step each time. Still lining the foot up. Lots of ways we can do it. Just maybe, not over a canyon. Good. A few more steps. Good, and then back to where you started. Good. All right, our little calf raises. Heavy hands. Good. Two more. There we go. All right. Sumo, big wide stance, legs. Get into our position. Bring those little cactus arms out. Find what feels best here. And then take it up into your star. And down. Star. And cactus. Doing great. 3 more. And 2. And 1 more. Good. Bring them back in. Little grapevine to the side. Here we go. Step behind step. Knee. Step behind step. Good, 2 more. Good. Check everything out. I'm gonna give myself a little sip of water. We're gonna move in to a different little set of exercises. So we're gonna start with a split stance. So that's 1 foot in front, 1 foot behind. Now remember when we do this, the goal here is that this leg, this thigh, is lined up with the body. So it doesn't matter how far deep you go, but don't have the leg way back here, don't have the leg in here. It's right below, okay? All right, so we're gonna come down in the split stance and up. Down and up. Good. Now you adjust it. depth-wise for what feels okay for you. Good, let's do 2 more. And of course, now we have to switch legs. So switch it up, same thing. We're just switching sides. Find your stance. You can also make it just a tiny bit wider if you need to for more balance. Good. So we go down and back up, down and back up. Front foot is planted nicely on the floor, all the parts of the foot touching. Back foot, that heel is up. Good, we're doing 2 more. And 1 more. Good. We're gonna take a wide stance again. This time we're just gonna do a little duck and bob. So we're gonna duck and bob, duck. Good. Or I guess it's the duck and slide. So as we do, we're bending the knee we're moving toward, straightening the other leg. Good. And again, the depth is up to you. What feels okay? And 2 more. Good. Walk it on in. We're just gonna do high knees, but slowly. So we're gonna go knee, knee, then hold. Good. Knee, knee, then hold. Good. So you can really crunch it if you want to. It's a nice intentional move. And then we're balancing. And hold that balance. Good. And hold. Knee, knee, and hold. Let's do 2 more. Knee, knee, and hold. And knee, and hold. Whoop, hold. All right, this one you'll love. All right, so we're gonna start with fairly narrow stance, about feet, about hip width apart. We're gonna squat, but this time we're gonna squat, 1 whole squat, then come up. No, we're gonna squat, we're gonna come up halfway, we're gonna go back down, then come up. So it's a 1.5 squat. So whatever your depth is, you're gonna go halfway back up, then back down. It's super fun. Here we go. We're gonna squat halfway up, back down, up tall. Squat halfway up, back down, up tall. Good. Squat half, down, tall. Squat half, down, tall. Good. And tall. Good. Half and tall. Squat half, down, tall. Good. Let's do 2 more. Squat half, down, tall. Squat half, down, tall. Woo! Shake out the legs. I know you loved those. Don't worry, you get to do them again before we're done. All right, we're gonna go back to our split stance. So again, you can adjust the width here. By keeping that leg in line, or the body in line over that leg. All right, here we go. We're going down and back up. Down and back up. You go into the depth that feels okay for you. And you want to keep an eye on this front knee and just make sure that it's not veering off the track of your toes. We don't want it veering out or veering in. It's going to be like a little railroad track right over your toes. Good. And 1 more. And let's switch legs. Good, find your stance. Remember that heel in the back is off the floor. Front foot's all nicely planted. And we go down. Knee tracking right over those toes. Good. And let's do one more. All right. Back to a wide stance. This is our little duck and slide. So we're going to come down and slide. And slide. Slide. Good, keep it going. Just two more. Awesome. Okay, our high knees. So we're fairly slow. We're gonna knee, knee, hold a balance. Good. If that holding a balance is tough for you, maybe try putting your hands on something lightly. Knee, knee, hold. Good. Knee, knee, hold. And this is a good one that you can just work on at home. Standing in the kitchen waiting for water to boil, whatever. You got a counter right there. You can see how lightly you can touch so you can not touch. Good. Again. And one more. And hold. Good. All right. Your favorite 1.5 squats. Here we go. Feet situated. We're gonna go we're gonna full down, halfway up, back down. So we'll go squat, halfway up, back down, up tall. Squat, halfway up, back down, up tall. Good. Up tall, good. Squat, halfway up, tall. Let's do 3 more. Squat, halfway up, back down, and tall. Squat, halfway up, tall. One more, halfway up, and tall. Good. Shake everything out. You're doing fantastic. We're gonna go one more round of all those. And then you're gonna be done, except for some stretching. All right, so our split stance. Anchor that front foot, bring the heel up in the back, get your stance, and on something lightly if you want to. Let's come down and up, down and up. Good. Let's switch those legs. Find your stance, heel up in the back, everything anchored in the front foot. Here we go, down and up. Knee tracking right over those toes. And one more. Awesome. Come to our wide stance. Good. And our little slide. Duck and slide. Duck and slide. Good. Duck and slide. 2 more. And slide. Awesome. Those high knees. So we'll bring one up, the other, and hold. Good. Knee, knee, and hold. Again, knee, knee, and hold. Knee, knee, and hold. Good. And hold. One more. And hold. Okay, one more round of those 1.5 squats. You got this. Here we go. Down, halfway, down, and up. Down, halfway, down, and up. Down, halfway, down, and up. And we're keeping our weight back in our heels. And up. Down, halfway, down, and up. Good. And up. Down, halfway, down, and up. Good, let's do 2 more, you got this. And one more. Good, yay! All right, shake out the legs, shake out the arms, everything wiggling. Good. All right, let's get a little stretching going here. Let's start at the top. Let's pull an arm across. Get those fingers wiggling. Get the wrists going. Get it going the other way. Good. Let's bring it up and over. If anything actually hurts, don't do it. Find a different thing to do. Good. Shake it out. Bring the other one across. Get those little fingers wiggling. And the wrist. Other way. Good. And you can bring it up and over. A little help at the elbow if you'd like. Good. Shake it all out. Let's do a little shoulder roll here. So we're going to roll everything back, point the palms towards the front, and then roll everything forward. Roll it back, roll it forward. Good. Remembering to breathe. Good, roll it forward. Let's roll it back one more time. And roll it forward one more time. Good. Shake it all out again. All right, let's get a little calf stretch. So if you've got a table or chair or something, you can put your hands on that. If not, you can just put your hands right on your thigh. We're gonna have this leg behind us straight. We're gonna be pressing the heel down to the floor. This front leg, the knee is bent. You can come into a little deeper stretch by going more forward, keeping that heel pressed down in the back foot. Good, we're gonna hold here. Good, let's come up and let's come right back to what we were doing. Now you can bend this knee just a little, and that takes the stretch to a different part of your calf. Still pressing the heel toward the floor, but this time we have a little bend here. Good. Let's switch over to the other leg. So now hands are either on your surface or on your thigh. This front knee is bent, back leg is straight, heel pressing down to the floor. That's okay if the heel doesn't actually touch the floor, but the goal is you're pushing it that direction. Good, hold. Come up, let it wiggle around if you want, and let's come back to it. Good. Heels pressing towards the floor. Leg is straight. All right, now add a tiny bend in that back leg. Taking the stretch to a different part of the calf. Good. All right, stand on up, shake them out. Get a little balance on one leg. Rotate that ankle of the other foot. Good, and the other way. Good, point that way, bring the other foot out in front. Rotate that little ankle. And the other way. Good. How about stick it out there and just shake it? And then the other side. All right, let's get a little hamstring stretch. So we're gonna stick the heel on the floor, toes aiming towards the ceiling. We're gonna push our hips back, let this knee bend. And these toes are gonna try and come towards our shin. And we can reach a hand out. You can reach both out if that feels better. I prefer one, but some like two. Good, the whole time we're thinking about bringing the toes towards the shin. Good, stand it up. Now let's do the same thing, same leg, push those hips back. Reach in front, bring the toes up towards your shin. Good. All right, switching to the other leg. So heel out in front, toes towards the ceiling. We push the hips back. And then these toes are pulling up towards our shin, and we're gonna reach it out front. Holding, thinking about bringing the toes towards the shin a little more. Good, stand it up and do it again. Hips go back, arm reaches forward, toes come in towards the shin. Good, stand it on up. Awesome. Let's just do a little breathing, a little arms, and then you're done. Let's bring those arms up with a nice inhale, filling the chest and belly. Reach for the sky and release the arms and the breath. Good, let's do it again. Arms slowly come up as you fill the chest and belly. Reach for the sky, release. Good, and one more time, here we go. And reach, and release. You did great. Thanks for being here.